Hi everyone, welcome to Workshop Wednesday. Lisa here from LC Designs. Thank you for joining me in my craft room where we're gonna craft together. Today we are making a card box. Well, I made it for as a card box. So if you ordered my note card class, which we made 10 cards, all of your cards will fit in this box. So it's a good sized box. We have the clear window, and you can put whatever you want in it. But I just so happen to make it for my note cards that if you ordered my class, they'll fit in here. And we're using the Phrases and Frames bundle. So a couple announcements. This Sunday is the last day to get my June Let's Create craft kit. So this month you're making 4 cards. We're using the Relax and Splash bundle, my favorite, because I love summer, I love beach, I love it all. And this one is a 3D that holds a tube of sunscreen, which will be included in your kit as well. And in your kit, you always get at least $20 or more, usually more, and Stampin' Up! Products. You're going to get a package of the Sunset Sparkle Sequence, a spool of the Hydrangea Hue ribbon, and a half a pack of the Paper Medley Designer Series paper that we use on all the cards. I just don't have the pack here with me, but we use it on all of the cards. So you'll have a pack, so you're going to have plenty of stuff left over to create more cards or projects with it. So again, this Sunday, June 7th, is the last day to subscribe for this kit. And then we have a new product of the month, which is the Wild Bunch stamp set. When you spend $75 in my online store, put that closer for you, you will qualify to purchase the product of the month for $5. And when you do that, and even if you don't get the product of the month, if you spend $75, I'm going to send you this tutorial. But this tutorial is based around the product of the month. So me and 5 other demonstrators each create 2 projects, and I will email you the tutorial, and it shows you how to use your product of the month. So you already have 12 projects ready to go. And if you want the PDF tutorial for today's project, just join my email list. If you're watching me on YouTube, it's down below. And in Facebook, it'll be down below, but I will put it in the comments. I believe, and then the subscription for my kit is also below. Comments, Facebook, description on YouTube. And I think that is it. So let's get started to make this fun card box or gift box, whatever you want to put in it. All right, everyone, let's get started. Okay, let's go ahead and start on today's project. So, oh my gosh, I just have to let you guys know that I was so stressed out because I could not find my Hydrangea Hue two-tone cardstock. I was searching everywhere in my craft room. You know, I do travel a lot, but I always make sure that I have my videos for you guys because I think it's important to be consistent. I'm not really getting the sales. I would definitely love to have a lot more sales, but I work really hard getting these videos for you guys. So I was completely stressed finding it. And the reason I couldn't find it because I kept looking for just a package of the Hydrangea Hue, and it's actually the Blossoms. It coordinates with the designer's Heirloom Boutique 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock. So this one actually has all the in colors, and I was searching for in color two-tone cardstock, Hydrangea Hue cardstock. I was going bonkers. But anyway, I have found it and we're going to get started. So the reason I have the PDF out here is I want to show you that On the back page, I have a diagram of how to score, to cut, and hopefully it makes sense to you. So all the boxes with the X's are you're going to cut out. And then all the solid lines are the score lines. And then these ones, basically you're angling the tabs, you're going to cut those. So just wanted to let you know that if you're on my email list, you will get this on Friday. If you're not on my email list, join my email list, and each week you get my Workshop Wednesday tutorial and then my Fun Fold Friday PDF as well. So we are going to be using the phrases and frames, and this is pretty simple. We're only going to use one stamp, one die from here, and then one die from the Spotlight on Nature. And that is it. We're using, again, this Balloon Boutique, excuse me, designer series paper that coordinates with that stack of two-tone. And then we're going to use some window sheets because I'm going to do a clear box lid. And that's going to be fun. I'm pulling this up, but I don't think this piece is going to be big enough, but we'll get there. Let's start. I think enough with my jibber jabber. Here's my cardstock that I found. And I am going to be using my Simply Scored tool. So again, this is two sides. So you have the light side, you have the dark side. It's up to you whatever side you want to use. Where's the light? This is the dark. I think I'm going to use dark. Oh, I guess we need to trim it first because we only need 10.5 by 12. Make sure I'm in the camera. 10.5 and by 12. So this is already 12 because it's a 12 by 12 piece. Now we can bring the Simply Scoring tool in, and I'm turning mine because now this is the 12-inch side. So we're gonna score at a 1/4 inch. So I'm kind of just rubbing over this. I don't want to go too hard to rip it, but yet I want to go hard enough so that I can see it. I mean, you could probably just do one good swipe. And then we're going to go at 1 3/4. I don't know why my thing keeps like sticking right in that spot. Oops, 1 3/4, 3 1/4. There's a lot of score lines. That's why I did that diagram. 8 3/4, 10 1/4, and 11 3/4. So yes, I work very hard. I really want to get you guys crafting, being able to make things. I know for me, I got into it because it was a stress reliever. I had a very stressful job at the time. So a 1/4 inch, 1 3/4, kind of almost the same measurements as before. 3 1/4. Yeah, so I got into it as a stress reliever, and I used to work on it for hours. I just would craft for hours. So this one's 7 1/4, 8 3/4, and then 10 1/4. I'm over here gibbering, jibber jabber, jibber jabber. All right. But like I said, I do like to be consistent. Make sure that you guys get my videos every Wednesday, every Friday. It's hard working way ahead of time, but I also, you know, my family time is very important. So that's why we travel a lot, because it's usually seeing family. And now we are going to be with our daughters grandchildren, my brothers and their family. So this is, this year I just have a lot of travel. There was just a lot of things going on. We had on stage, we had a new baby being born, we had the beach trip, I have my annual doctor appointments. So I have traveled every single month so far this year. But I continue to try and provide projects for you. Now I'm just burnishing all my lines, and I'm just not doing them in a specific order, as you could probably see. These 1/4 inch score lines are a little bit difficult, but we will get them done. Okay, so now I'm probably gonna have to look at my own diagram to remember what needs to be cut out. I know I just want these center sections, and some of these I originally cut mine out wrong. I did one side one direction, one the other. So let me get this straight. We're gonna cut these 2 little 1/4 inch sections out on all 4 corners. I'm gonna try to make this easy, I think, and I hope I don't mess it up. It's been a little bit since I designed this box. And this 1/4 inch one over here as well. Okay. So let me see, I think this is my top. Because this is the 10.5. Is this the 10.5? What side's a 10.5? See, that's important. This is, yes, this is the 10.5 inch side. So I want to make sure that I'm doing this right, because I don't want to mess you guys up. So now we're going to cut these out and these. So these 2 large sections and then the 1/4 inch. So we'll do that on all 4 corners. Once this box goes together, this is probably the hardest, is just figuring all this out, but just follow my diagram and you should be okay. All right, and this box, if you did my note card class I mentioned before, your note cards will fit in here. Okay, so again, we're back over here. We cut these out. So now these we're gonna cut inward, and make sure we're gonna cut these inward. This little section here is going to come out, but we're going to angle these. These are my my dotted lines on my diagram, is where these get angled. It's a big piece of paper, and you don't have to angle them really big. It's just your preference. So on this side now, I'm going to, kind of hard with these. I don't know if you guys know, Stampin' Up! Is coming out with a new pair of snips. I haven't got mine yet, but I'm using these other scissors because they're longer. Okay, so then there's those. Maybe if I fold this up, I can trim this better. Yeah, they're coming out with some snips. I think they will be our July maybe online exclusive when those come out. Okay, fold this over. I can already see I didn't cut this straight. All right, a lot of cutting. Like I said, once we get all this, we will be good. Okay, now let's get all of these little pieces out of the way, and let's see if I match my diagram. You guys probably think I'm silly. So we have, this is this section, this, these are our angled pieces. We have our center, we have our two sides and our quarter, two sides and a quarter, and then 1, 2, 3, and our two flaps. We're good. That's our box. Okay, so now this box, it's just, how do I want to say it? It is a, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. It's a sturdy box, I guess. It's a reinforced box. So just to save time, I'm just gonna add a little bit of, this is Seal Plus to these 4 tabs so we can understand them. And I'm gonna trim this one a little bit more. I can see I have my score line there. I don't want it to, so honestly, I just put it all on the wrong side, but that's okay. Well, so this is gonna go, okay, I'm trying to, these are gonna go like so. So they're actually, and so that's why I'm saying it's reinforced. What did I do? Did I put these on the wrong side? Because these are gonna go in like this. Got to figure out my own box. So these, and then I think I put them on the wrong side on this other one. I did, but so these are gonna go reinforced like so. So let's just add, and I'm just doing Seal. You can definitely do the glue. I'm using Seal Plus here because I'm trying to, and then so now these are gonna go in where these go over. So we can add some seal, and I'm just adding a little. And you're probably wondering, well, why aren't these tabs, you know, why are these tabs doubled? But again, because it's a reinforced box. So you can put a lot of weight in it, whether you don't put the cards in it and you put something else, this box is reinforced. Okay, so now these are gonna go down. These, I didn't add no adhesive. I'm just adding a little bit. You know, glue's always good. That's why this one popped up. And where's my bone folder? I always like to go over this with the bone folder. Make sure. I knew this box was going to be kind of tricky to do a video because of the way that it's not your average box. These are reinforced sides and everything. So there is our box. Hopefully I didn't confuse you too much. So on our window sheet, let me see, what size do we need? Where are my instructions? The window sheet is 6 by 7.5. So this might be 6. It's a tiny bit bigger. Let's see if I could cut that little piece. And I kind of, okay, so 6 by 7.5. And I don't know if you guys have ever made a clear box top. So on this, now this is going to be very hard to score. So So you definitely want to use your Simply scoring tool. And we're just going to score all 4 sides at 1 inch, I believe it is. My instructions, I think I gave you like each measurement, but it's all 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch. I changed my instructions. So 1 inch. And this, like I said, is going to be really hard because window sheet is super thick. So 1 inch. 1 inch. I like being able to see what's in the box, so that's why I wanted to do the clear lid. So we're actually gonna turn this over and we're gonna score them all again, because again, this is super thick. So let's just go 1, 1. I mean, you could do this on your trimmer, but you might have to go over it several times, because we're probably going to have a hard time trying to bend it too. Okay, so let's see if that is good enough. Set that aside. So to burnish these, again, super thick, super hard. You kind of want to fold it first. Make sure you're on your score lines. And let's all right, let's try this one. Fold it, bend it, whatever. It's so thick. And then your bone folder. Okay, now that we got those, now we're gonna do this one. Definitely not the same as working with cardstock, but again, having the clear window is super nice. Okay, so now that I've got this all bent up, we're gonna snip these on each end, and you can angle these ones as well if you like. Now you're going to be surprised. We're not going to use any adhesive on these corners, on these little tabs, because this is so thick, it'll stay by itself. Trying to, wait, I'll come back to that one. Trying to angle them when this is like all bent. Angle, angle, cut. Angle. I need to cut this a little straighter. Angle. I tell you, this stuff is thick. This is the one I need to come back and angle, right? Boy, this one I didn't even cut straight. Again, when you're done with it, you're gonna love this box. Like I said, you could put any kind of gift in it. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. And so all you're gonna do is you're gonna tuck these under. And you can pinch again, just to tuck them under. They don't need to, you can add adhesive if you want, but I would recommend a mini glue dot, because you're gonna see the adhesive. So it'll fold and it will fit right into your box. And it does fit. If I could get it to bend. I'm like, oh, this stuff is, oh my goodness, hold on. There, and then we gotta pop this up some. There we go. So there's our lid, and I don't know if I even showed you the note cards. I have 10 note cards. We have a belly band. We have 10 note cards and 10 envelopes inside. These were all the note cards from my note card class, and they fit in there, but you could put whatever you want inside your box and do it. So let's get to our decorating now. That was a little bit much, right? Okay, we're gonna cut this. I think it's the second to the largest circle, and we are using this beautiful paper. Again, I love all the in colors in it. And we're gonna cut our frame out of crisp cantaloupe. Let me get all these little. I have this little tool. It's the best, but it actually goes to a Cricut. So you might want to, hang on a second. I need, I could not find my crisp cantaloupe. I tell you, I don't know what's going on with me. So we're gonna cut the frame twice. We're gonna cut it in crisp cantaloupe, and then we're gonna cut it in basic white. So this tool, it helps me scoop everything up, and it's just, but it is a Cricut tool. So I thought I had a little piece of white, but this is fine. We're gonna cut this again. Uh-oh. I guess I didn't have the plate all the way over, so it didn't cut all the way, but I took the center out, which is what the piece that we need. So let's move this aside. And all we need is the frame and then the oval of the basic white. So these two pieces you can save and use for another project. All right, we are going to stamp our saying, "Have a fabulous day," and crisp cantaloupe right in the center of our basic white oval. And then we're gonna add these to our circle. So we're gonna, which direction do our flowers? They look good there. We're gonna glue the frame to the center of the circle. Like so. And of course, I'm probably doing this backwards from my instructions. I'm using these scrap dimensionals. We should have did our belly band first, or that's probably how I have it in my instructions. We're gonna stick this right in the center. So let's get our trimmer again. And for our belly band, we need 1.5 by 12. So remember this piece that we cut off the 12? I think this might be, yep, 1.5, and it's by 12. So we're just gonna wrap this around our box. And what I do is, I got a little piece of, so what I do is I wrap it around, and you can kind of see where you're gonna end up. So pretty much start it, and then I'll just pinch it. And then go around, and then pinch. Go around, and pinch. And then go around, and pinch. Otherwise, you could sit there and figure out your scoring, you know, what it would take to score. And then we're just going to adhere it here in the front. And let that set for a minute. Once there's something in your box, this lid's not going to be falling down. It's just, I don't have anything in it. So this could have maybe went a little tighter. But it's okay because you want it to be able to come off. And then now again, we just need a bunch of dimensionals. I'm going to use all these little snippets. And we'll be done. Oh, I forgot something. I should have known. I should have known. We forgot our ribbon. Luckily these were... So you want to put your ribbon on first. Let me move this down a little bit more. We got to get that crisp cantaloupe ribbon in there, right? This is so pretty. You know, I really like all the in colors this time around. I mean, there's not too often that I don't. I think it was the year with the wild wheat, pebble path, all that I kind of didn't care for, but then I think I ended up using those colors a lot. So I just think all the designer series paper in this catalog, all of the colors, everything is just so pretty. Let me trim this. Oops. I've been doing that a lot lately. I'm not going all the way through. All right, so we got to move this out of the way. My belly band's moving around. That's, again, I don't have anything in the box. What would you put in here besides giving some cards away? Or we're just gonna set that right on there. I don't think I glued my box together very well. This could have been a little bit tighter. Maybe when we get some weight in there, it'll help. So we're not done. We're gonna use our hydrangea hue butterflies, which are the in color butterflies. And I love these as well. We're gonna do a big one and we're gonna do a little baby one. And that is our box. I don't have any more note cards to put in. I could take the other ones out and put them in, but you guys were probably like, it was a fiasco just making the box. It wasn't the box, it's the window sheet that's really hard. And again, you know what? If you want to, you can take this out. Let me show you what it looks like with a mini glue dot. It will stay, you know, without the mini glue dot. It's just, you know, the adhesive, it's gonna show. But if you want, you can do a mini glue dot because it's clear. And it's totally optional though, if you want to add it or not. Just one little glue dot in each corner. And hopefully you guys could angle yours better than me. Where's another one? Right, like so. So see, you'll see the dots. So it's up to you. Do you want it just like so? Or do you want a dot in it? Since I already put the dots on, I'm gonna finish off this last corner. But, I mean, it's not bad. It's not horrible or anything. But you do have the option. It will stay, oops, by itself. And let's take these cards out. Put these cards in. This was such a fun class. I enjoyed this one. So easy, no stamping. But that was my note card class. So we'll put these note cards in here. We're gonna put our box top back in with the, and you know with the two-tone cardstock that it is white in the inside, so you be careful, because here you could kind of see where maybe I scored too hard. But there's our box. Here was my original with no adhesive on the corners, and then our belly band. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this project. Let me comment and let me know what you would put in this box other than cards. You know, you could put some cookies in here, homemade cookies, and just give them as a treat. Homemade chocolates, like I showed you in the other one of my last while ago Workshop Wednesday videos. But comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. All right, everybody, I'll be back next week with another video for you. Take care. Bye.